Hey, it's Tim, good morning, and today we're at Islands of Adventure at Universal Studios. Either of us can actually believe that we're here. It's one of our favourite parks, mainly due to the whole roller coaster in the background. That's what started it all. But since then, of course, we've got the Wizarding World of Harry Potter and the brilliant Forbidden Journey ride. But today, actually, for us, it's about getting on new rides. So that means Velocicoaster. I've read about that loads. I've watched all the construction updates, and finally today is the day that I get to ride it. But also for us, we've still not been on Hagrid's. Can you believe it? So we get to go on Hagrid's for the first time. Not sure who's taking the bike and who's taking the sidecar, but we'll decide that later. So we're in for a brilliant day. Hopefully the weather will hold out. Forecast is a bit of rain this afternoon, so what we want to do is try and get on all those roller coasters this morning, the Hulk Velocicoaster, to guarantee our ride, and then if it does start to rain later, we'll just move on to the indoor attractions. Also, other key objective today is to get Steph on Doctor Doom's Fear Fall. She absolutely hates it, terrifies her. She'll go on anything, but that absolutely terrifies her every time. So really looking forward to going on that as well. So we've just done Velocicoaster for the first time, and you know what? It was absolutely worth the wait. I had a few sneak peeks on YouTube, watched a few POVs, but they definitely didn't do it justice. The queuing system, I couldn't record a huge amount because they're really strict on lockers and loose items, but the queuing system is dead cool. You get to see some of the raptors, including Blue, with those metal nuzzles on the face, so that's really cool to see, especially if you're a fan of the Jurassic World films, which I am. Later on in the queuing system, big screens and you know, all part of developing that story. The ride vehicles themselves, I was really surprised. So the restraint is around your middle, so it means that your top half is free to move, and also your legs dangle. So with those drops, barrel rolls, turns, twists, it just feels more intense, which was brilliant. There's a couple of launches in there. The first launch is pretty cool, but it's all about that second launch over that top hat. It just felt absolutely brilliant. Barrel roll towards the end over the water and the sort of this lake area, absolutely loved it. Now we held for the front row, so if you get the opportunity to do that, and they were just dead amenable, they're like, yeah, wait for the front, definitely go on the front. Absolutely loved it. The view is unrestricted. Just, yeah, amazing, and I think it's now definitely my favourite roller coaster in Orlando. Whether it will retain that crown, who knows, because we're going on more roller coasters later this week at SeaWorld and Busch Gardens, but for now it's absolutely up there. I think it's a brilliant attraction, brilliant ride. You leave your seat quite a lot because your feet are dangling. Just absolutely brilliant, and what a way to start our day at Islands of Adventure today. I do want to ride it at night. I think it would be perhaps a bit more intense because you can't really see where you're going, and also I think it looks pretty cool during the evening with all those blue lights on the ride vehicles. But for now, what a way to start the day. We're off just before 10 o'clock. We're going to have an absolute belting day. Welcome to Hogsmeade. Oh, it's just the best, isn't it? Here we are. Zonkos and Honeydukes on the left. We'll definitely be getting a frozen butterbeer as well. The Three Broomsticks pub. gets better every time I see it. Look at that. Hogwarts. Just amazing, isn't it? Look at that. When this ride opened years ago and we were queuing in the baking heat all through this. Oh, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Only 15 minutes today. Woohoo! 18 months ago, we were getting married and we had a honeydew sweet stand at our wedding. And now when we're finally on our honeymoon, we're in Hogwarts Castle. How awesome. Should we go to Dumbledore's office, anyone?
Gryffindor doesn't stand a chance, Rowena.
Honestly, all of you, please, the best.
That ride is still as good as ever. Those Cougar robot arms, which the ride system is based on, are just so clever. That mix of 3D domes and those set pieces, just fantastic. Although the Whomping Willow wasn't whomping today. It's butterbeer time! So we were planning on staying in Islands of Adventure all day. However, I just checked the Universal Studios app and Villain Con Minion Blast is open. I thought it opened next week. So we're currently marching across to the other park in the hope to get on a brand new ride. I thought it opened next week, so this is like hot off the press, brand new. And it involves the Minions, so it's got to be good, right? Welcome to Minion Land. Queue time 35 minutes apparently. Here's Villain Con Minion Blast. Attraction is in technical rehearsal. Fine by me.
Criminal record protection. Access denied. Arrest record or warrant required for entry.
Theming in here is absolutely fantastic, isn't it? Look at that. Unlawful outfitters. There's the gun that we'll be using. In the hope that we'll be the new member of the Vicious Six. Here we go, see you on the other side. So that was our first go on Villain Con Minion Blast. That was great fun. So you get issued with a gun. There's a couple of different triggers. One that's unlimited ammo and one that is restricted. So you have to be a little bit more picky with when you decide to use that ammo. But it's just a moving walkway and you go through loads of different rooms, loads of massive screens, loads of bright colours, and then you have to shoot all these boxes, gives you a total, and guess what? Steph won. But fantastic little ride, really accessible because you just stand there. Great fun. We waited about 20 minutes, technical rehearsal, but no glitches that we saw. I think it's brilliant. We've ended up in the gift shop. Those Loungefly ones are cool, aren't they? While we're here, so we didn't plan to come to this park today, but hey ho, that's what happens. I think that's why I love Universal Studios as well, having both these parks next door to one another. It's just, what a day. So while we're here, yeah, we're going to go and see if we can get on the Bourne Spectacular stunt show. Again, this is new to us. So many new experiences, and so there is a bit of opportunity in the fact that we've not been here for ages, because there's lots of new stuff to do. But this Stuntacular is on in 15 minutes. Let's see if we can get a seat. So we've just been to see the Jason Bourne Stuntacular, and honestly, nothing could have prepared us for how good that experience was. It's definitely the best live action show that we've ever seen at a theme park. But actually, if I was honest, it's probably the best live action show I've ever seen. Nothing could have prepared me for that. You know, if you remember what used to be there, it was Terminator, and so it was a bit of a non-event. You do it to pass time, and to be honest, that's what we thought. We thought it's 1:45, the show's on in a minute, got nothing else to do, we didn't even plan to be in this park, let's go and see it. But honestly, that is probably one of the best things here. So if you get a chance to see it, do. There's a massive wraparound cinema screen, live actors, set physical props, and they use a combination of all those to create a really immersive experience. It's like you're in those environments. There's fire, there's water, there's smoke, and the effects are absolutely fantastic. So I said to Steph, I said, can we go and see it again today? So I don't think she's having that, but we're probably going to be here tomorrow. If not, we're definitely back here next week. And so I will be seeing that again at the earliest opportunity. Absolutely fantastic. Again, last time we were here, all this area was a bit of a non-area. Not anymore. Look at this, hot banana. A normal popcorn, banana popcorn. Now got a Minion Cafe. And a Bank of Evil. Make My Day cake shop. Oh, fluffy s'mores, cake pops, and cupcakes at the bottom there. I think I'm going to try this banana cream Swiss roll. Here we go, here's our Minion Swiss roll. Looks cool, eh? So no big surprise, but it is super banana-y. Well, it's really nice, and I think it's denser than a Swiss roll that you'd expect to get in the UK. Really nice, and so Steph's opinion is, so far, day 3, it's the best snack we've had so far. We brought one of our old rechargeable Coke Freestyle cups with us from a previous visit, but I think they must have changed the chips in the bottom, but there's no drama. We just exchanged it for one of the new red ones with Jurassic Park on. We got to keep the old cup, which we can just use for water. We've paid about $11–12, and that means every 10 minutes we can use one of the Coke Freestyle machines unlimited for the rest of the day. Also, you can go to one of the kiosks that do like slush puppy type things. They call them ices here, and you can get ices. So we've decided to try a Coke icy. It's absolutely brilliant, this whole Minions area now. Not just that one Minion Mayhem ride on its own, proper little Minion zone. Fantastic. They're deliberately trying to not explore the rest of the park, because we're going to do that tomorrow. As I said, we never actually planned to be here, but we had to be opportunistic to ride Villain Con Minion Blast. For now, it's time for shopping. I love this Universal Studios store. So much Villain Con merch. I like that. That's great. And these are similar to the guns that we used on the ride, although the ones on the ride were bigger, but these are the type of things that we used. Super cool. And then this bit lit up green or orange every time we hit something. Well, this is the t-shirt for me. Mornings are evil. How much is that? $37. Oh dear, Steph's found something.
I don't know how we walk away without this. Look what it says. It says I love Tim.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. The Tim Minion has been purchased. She's unstoppable. Absolutely unstoppable. You notice the universal globe is not spinning. There we go. I've seen that before. Chocolate Emporium there. We'll be going there one day. Not today, but one day during this 2-week trip. We'll definitely be going in there. It's now time to do the one ride that terrifies Steph more than any other ride here. And it's those two towers in the distance. It's time for Doctor Doom. Absolutely terrifies her. Honestly, it gets you every time that Steph's Garmin watch is saying 135 beats per minute. Her resting heart rate is usually super low, she hates it. But it's amazing, it's amazing, it's the waiting, it's the anticipation, and then whoosh, you're off. Better than a ride on Hulk to finish the day? I don't think so. About a 10-minute wait as well. That launch, never get bored of that launch. We're held for the front row, a couple of extra minutes, just brilliant. We've had a fantastic day today, but you know, not the day we had planned. We thought we were just going to do an exclusive Islands of Adventure day, but actually we ended up doing Islands, Universal Studios, and then back to Islands of Adventure again. And of course it started with a fantastic ride on Velocicoaster, worth the wait, loads of air time, and that acceleration over that top hat, absolutely brilliant. But then we couldn't pass that chance up to go on Villain Con. You know, we'd planned to do that next week. But the opportunity to do that today while it was doing technical rehearsals, great, and everything that they've done there, that Minion Land, all the shops, different food options, it was always a bit of a non-area that, and it's been completely transformed, and it was brilliant, brilliant, and we'll be back there tomorrow, but if not, next week. But the real surprise today was that Bourne Spectacular, absolutely fantastic. It's amazing what they can do with technology again, and that was a real experience. You pay good money to experience that, and it's just included with your ticket. So probably we're back here tomorrow to do more Harry Potter stuff, probably. We need to buy some Harry Potter merch as well, just so Steph can get a fix, and so we'll probably start the day in Diagon Alley. Thanks again for watching, we really appreciate it.